Hardest day for me would have been when I decided to start Hep C treatment, and so for that I had to give up all drugs and alcohol, and I discovered quickly that I had no friends because they were all party friends. So I was very alone in that time that I wasn't using, because they were all still wanting to party and have a good time, and I wasn't. I started using to be social, and that was with alcohol, and then I found ecstasy, and then when I started going too hard on ecstasy, someone pulled me up on it, like a friend, and so I stopped using ecstasy and switched to speed. When ice came about, that's when I'd use at home and just not had any intention of going out. It was actually making me, more recluse. I'm Jackson, I'm 37, I'm from Brisbane. I made a pact with myself when I started treatment that I wasn't going to use the whole time, which was 9 or 10 months. In that first week, I had a moment come up that I decided that I wanted to use because people around me were, but then I just realised that, wait, I haven't even made it a week yet, that's not okay. So I went, no, I'm not going to use. And in that I felt this huge amount of strength, and that's it. I just didn't use again for the rest of the time. And in that time of taking that break, I realised that I wanted to transition, and that was definitely the way I wanted to head. It was good to have that clarity of mind. So some of the strategies I had for living a healthier lifestyle was, one, transitioning and finding myself. I think it's really important to know who you are. I just always knew I was a boy. Since I was little, I was always saying this is who I am. So I don't know, like, I definitely feel more me now, and maybe somewhere in my subconscious my usage had something to do with that, and maybe that's why I wasn't as confident going out, but I didn't put the two and two together. But now looking back, I guess you could, because I can go out and feel confident not drinking. I started looking at myself and why I used and what the behaviours were and the triggering points, and if I was going to go out drinking on the scene, I made sure that I had things in place that I couldn't get the drugs that normally I'd trip up on. I also busied myself, like when I was running T-Bar, I made sure I was doing the door or doing things that made me not want to drink, or because I was busy doing other things and wasn't feeling awkward or shy. So when I've slipped up, and I'm talking about ice or speed, I just usually slip up pretty bad because I do give myself a hard time. And then, I regret it and dig myself into a hole. Now, instead of slipping up and slipping and slipping and slipping, I just make it one slip and realise that's okay, and just get back on the horse the next day, Another thing I find that helps helps me not use is remembering things I used to love to do. So instead of like sleeping my day away or feeling hungover, or I go camping and I get out in nature, and I love taking photos of nature and the little things that we normally miss in day-to-day life. So I love just getting out amongst things, like to just take note of that sort of stuff that I have forgotten about for so many years.